Good morning, students. Today I will teach class 7, chapter 8, that is winds, storms and cyclones. Here we will discuss about the natural phenomena which are occurred due to the active participation or disturbance of nature in the atmosphere. Here I start the chapter for example taking of Odisha, where a cyclone having wind speed of 200 km on 18 October 1999 hit there. The cyclone smashed 45,000 houses and 7 lakh people homeless. Um, on the 29th October of the same year, a second cyclone with wind speed of 260 km per hour hits Odisha again, and it was accomplished by a water wave which is 9 meter high. So the cyclone lost due to cyclone, some people lost their lives. So they also destroyed property of worth rupees crores. So cyclone has very vast effects on our day-to-day life, which means cyclone affect our agricultural, transport, communication and electricity supply. Here you can see a picture showing how cyclone approaches the coast of Odisha. Here the question arises, what are these cyclones, how they form, how they become destructive. So in this chapter I will give the answers to these questions. So firstly we have to know what is wind. As I told you, the wind speed is 200 km per hour. The next is wind speed is 260 km per hour. But the question is, what is wind? So the moving air is called wind. So remember, the moving air is called wind. So firstly, air exert pressure. So we have to understand this first. So here it is the activity. So you can take a tin can filled half with water and burn the content of the water, burn the content of the tin, that is water. When this content or the tin can become hot, pass or throw a chilled water over it. So here you can see the shape of the tin can changes. So what does it mean? So here the answer to this question is given in the here. So here you can see, as water is poured over the can, the steam of the water condense to form water again, and the amount of air inside become decreases. So here the pressure of the air inside decreases, but the pressure exerted by air outside the tin become increases. So when the pressure of outside increases as compared to inner pressure, it compressed. So here is another example. When you fly a kite, you need a wind which is coming from your back. So if you are in boat, it is easier if the wind is coming from your behind. So riding a bicycle against the direction of the wind is very difficult. You can see when you ride a bicycle in forward direction, and similarly wind is coming from your front side, then it is very difficult to run a bicycle. So here air, all of these experiments show that air exert pressure, which means air has pressure. So due to this, leaves of the tree, banners, flags are flutter with winds. So when you see some leaves of tree are uh, throwing at the ground, or you can see the dry leaves are placed at the ground, so it is always due to the flowing of wind. So here are the certain activities which can show that air exert pressure. Next is high speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. So if the speed of the wind high, it is due to the decrease in air pressure. So here it is the activity, you can do it at home, it is very easy. Place a small crumble piece of paper, a small size piece of paper which is smaller than a ball size in at the mouth of the empty bottle and hold the empty bottle on its side. Place the paper ball just inside its mouth and try to force the ball into the bottle. So you can do this activity with different sizes of the bottle. So it is very difficult to force the paper ball into the bottle because the pressure inside the bottle also exert on the piece of paper which help to throw the paper out. Similarly, next activity is if you take two balloons which are of similar size, add small amount of water into it and blow up the balloons and tie these on string. So hang these balloons 8 to 10 centimeter apart. So try to blow with air between these two balloons. What you will see? You will see these two balloons are gone away from each other. So this is also uh, due to the reduced pressure of the air. So next is, here you can see if you take a strip of paper and try to blow it. So when you blow this, so here increased wind speed is accomplished by reduced air pressure. So as the strip goes straight or some few direction, so it is due to the high speed of wind which is done by reduced air pressure. So when you blow in the activity number 8.3, you see the decrease the pressure. The air pressure inside the bottle is higher than near the mouth. So the air inside the bottle pushes the ball out. So similarly, if the pressure of the air between the balloons were somehow reduced, the pressure outside the balloons would then push them towards each other. They will go towards each other if you blow between them. So in activity number 8.4, if you blow a paper strip, then it will go upward. So this could happen if the blow over the paper reduce the air pressure. So everything that is speed of wind is increased by reducing the pressure. So you kept that in mind. The wind speed is increased, which is done by reducing the air pressure. So if you see when there is a high speed wind are blowing over your roofs, the roofs, if roofs were weak, they could be lifted and blown away because the air pressure is reduces inside the outside the uh, roofs. So here when air moves, then it is called wind. So here kept in mind, when the air always moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where air pressure is low. So substance is uh, blowing or flow when the air pressure is high to low, when the wind is flowing from high region to low region, but region of air pressure. So the high air pressure is high to the region of air pressure is low. So maximum the difference in the pressure, faster the air moves. So if the air pressure at one place is very higher, then the air pressure of the other place is low, then the wind is flowing from higher to lower level. Next is air expand on heating. Here, the air expand on heating. It is also be explained by the activity. It is very easy. You can do it at home. If you take a tube and cover its mouth with the a small balloon which is not be blown, and attach this balloon with the sellotape. At the first class, add the tube in boiling water, then in hot water, and after that boiling tube immerse in cold water. So balloon tied over the neck of the boiling tube, it be placed in the water. You can see the balloon which is kept in cold water is deflated. Deflated means it is changes its shape, as it is not blown, but the balloon in hot water is blown, exhalated. The balloon in cold water, in hot water is inflated, and the balloon in cold water is deflated. So it is used, this experiment shown us that the hot water expands the air. So the air present in hot water expands and help in inflation of the balloon. So here is the activity which show that air expand on heating. So next is, as you see, the paper bag which is are empty or the same size, which are hang from the center in inverted positions, and you can see when we put a burning candle below the one bag, you can see as the warm air rises, it pushes the bag above the candle, which means the air, warm air is lighter than the cold air. As you see, the weight of the bag which is not up above the candle has higher weight than the bag having above the burning candle. So it is important to remember that on heating, air expands and occupies the more space. When the same thing occupies more space, it becomes lighter. So here is a conclusion point which shows that on heating, the air expands and occupies more space. When the same thing occupies more space, it becomes lighter. So warmer air is lighter than colder air. So here is a question is that why smoke goes up? Because smoke is warmer air, that is lighter, so that's why it occupies the more space and go above. So here the several situation which shows that air, warm air is lighter or air expand on heating. Next is wind currents are generated due to uneven heating on earth. So uneven heating between equators and poles. So you already know that the regions close to equator get maximum heat from the sun, so which means the air in these regions are very warm. So warm air rises and cooler air from the region into 0 to 30 degree latitude belt on either side of the equator moves. So these wind blow from north to south of the equator. So at the pole, air is colder at the latitude of 60 degree. So warmer air at these latitude rises up, and polar wind from the polar regions rushes into take place. So equator, the air is warmer, and at the pole the air is cooler. So the direction of the wind is north to south or south to north. So the change in direction of the wind is due to rotation of the earth. So point to be noted, why wind changes its direction. It changes its direction because of rotation of earth. So uneven heating of land and water. As in chapter 4, you already studied about sea breeze or land breeze. So in summer, in near the equators, lands are warm up faster. So the temperature is higher so than the water. So air over the land get heated and rises. So it go towards the flow from the oceans towards the land. So these are the monsoon winds. So monsoon winds are obtained from word mosam. It is a Arabic word. So in the winter, the direction of the wind flow gets reversed. So it flow from land to ocean. The winds which are from the ocean carry water, that is responsible for the rain. So monsoon winds carry water, so and it carry rain. So cloud bring rains and give us happiness. So clouds are very important for us because our farmers depends mainly on rains for their harvest. So there are many songs that are sing folk songs that are sing due to the presence of rain. So here it is not always a happy ending. Rain often creates some problems. So there are number of problems that is create disaster, pose threat to humans, animals, plants life. So we are studying about thunderstorm and cyclones in the next lecture. These are the results of the harmful effects or problems of rain. So we will discuss about it in the next chapter. Thank you.